आप तो जानते हैं कि हम T10 खेलते रहते
Day 2 of Fanco DCC X10, and we've got the two captains with me here, Pacific Group versus Colatta Chocolates. Colatta Chocolates have played two matches. They won one game, they lost the other, while Pacific Group is going to play their first game. For Pacific Group, we've got their skipper Mujahid Amin. Right in the center is the match referee, Mr. Shiju Sam, and on to his left is the captain of Colatta Chocolates, Ranjit Mani. The home team is Pacific Group. Mujahid is going to flip the coin.
It is tails.
Tails it is, Ranjit. You won the toss. What do you want to do and why?
We will bat first. Looks like very flat wicket is chasing or is target 100 above is defendable.
One game, you won the first game, you lost the second. What's the message in the group?
The back-to-back matches is very tough. It's continuous. That's why we leak last 2 overs to leak the so many runs. That's why we have 45 runs last match. That's we consider this first match we will do our best.
Okay. Any changes to your side?
Yeah, one changes. Lakshman Sriwar not playing. One that one. um, I forgot.
No problem. Thanks a lot and all the best.
Thank you.
मुजाहिद, टॉस हार गए, वो बैटिंग कर रहे हैं. आप
कोशिश करेंगे कि स्टार्ट अच्छा हो.
10 ओवर फॉर्मेट है. क्या चैलेंज लगता है आपको इसमें?
ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, आप तो जानते हैं कि हम T10 खेलते रहते हैं. ऐसा अच्छी टीम है, दोनों बैलेंस साइड हैं. ठीक है, डे है जो टीम अच्छा ग्राउंड पे परफॉर्म करेगी वही जीतेगी. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. T10 में कोई बड़ी टीम है, कोई छोटी टीम है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है.
चेस करने के लिए क्या लगता है, क्या अच्छा स्कोर होगा?
आई थिंक हम तो कोशिश करेंगे उनको 80-90s के अंडर में रिस्ट्रिक्ट करने की. बाकी 100 भी हम अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह चेस कर सकते हैं.
All the best.
थैंक यू.
Right, so the news from the center is that Colatta Chocolates have won the toss and they have decided to bat first.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the fan code DCC X10. We're coming live from the Sevens Cricket Stadium, and we're here to watch three back-to-back games just like the first day. Those are the results in front of you of day one. IGM beating Defender CC by 10 runs. Colatta Chocolates winning by 15 against Future Mattress. And then the last game, 11 Ace Cricket Club beating Colatta Chocolates by 14 runs. And after a well-deserved break, we're back here for match number 4, day 2. And those are the fixtures in front of you. Pacific Group will be playing Colatta Chocolates for match number 4. Liari Kings against VTech Volts. And then VTech will be playing back-to-back games against DCC Starlets to finish off the day. This is the fan code DCC X10 live from the Sevens Cricket Stadium. Division 1 cricket in front of us. And without wasting any time, let's go down to Shoaib Ahmed, who's with the captains for the toss of the first game.
Day 2 of fan code DCC X10, and we've got the two captains with me here. Pacific Group versus Colatta Chocolates. Colatta Chocolates have played 2 matches. They won 1 game, they lost the other, while Pacific Group is going to play their first game. For Pacific Group, we've got their skipper Mujahid Amin. Right in the center is the match referee, Mr. Shiju Sam, and on to his left is the captain of Colatta Chocolates, Ranjit Mani. The home team is Pacific Group. Mujahid is going to flip the coin.
It is tails.
Tails it is. Ranjit, you won the toss. What do you want to do and why?
We will bat first. Looks like very flat wicket is chasing or is target 100 above is defendable.
One game, you won the first game, you lost the second. What's the message in the group?
The back-to-back matches is very tough. It's continuous. That's why we leak last 2 overs to leak the so many runs. That's why we have 45 runs last match. We consider this first match we will do our best.
Okay. Any changes to your side?
Yeah, one changes. Lakshman Sringwar not playing. I forgot.
No problem. Thanks a lot and all the best.
Thank you.
मुजाहिद, टॉस हार गए, वो बैटिंग कर रहे हैं. आप खुश हैं बॉलिंग करने से या आपको भी बैटिंग करनी थी पहले?
नहीं, हमारा बेसिकली हमारा प्लान ही बॉलिंग का था. ठीक है, हमारा चेस का था. कोशिश करेंगे जितना कम से कम पे उनको रिस्ट्रिक्ट कर सकेंगे. ठीक है, अच्छी टीम है, वो भी 2 मैचेस हुए, 1 जीती है. हमारा स्टार्टिंग है, इंशाल्लाह कोशिश करेंगे कि स्टार्ट अच्छा हो.
10 ओवर फॉर्मेट है, क्या चैलेंज लगता है आपको इसमें?
ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, आप तो जानते हैं कि हम T10 खेलते रहते हैं. ऐसा अच्छी टीम है, दोनों बैलेंस साइड हैं. ठीक है, डे है, जो टीम अच्छा ग्राउंड पे परफॉर्म करेगी वही जीतेगी. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, T10 में कोई बड़ी टीम है, कोई छोटी टीम है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है.
चेस करने के लिए क्या लगता है, क्या अच्छा स्कोर होगा?
आई थिंक हम तो कोशिश करेंगे उनको 80-90s के अंडर में रिस्ट्रिक्ट करने की. बाकी 100 भी हम अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह चेस कर सकते हैं.
All the best.
थैंक यू.
Right, so the news from the center is that Colatta Chocolates have won the toss and they have decided to bat first.
Well, thank you, Shoaib Ahmed. And yes, the captains winning the toss and electing to bat first these days. 3 games on the day 1, and all 3 matches were won by the team batting first. Joining me in the comm box to start off proceedings will be Kash Farooq. Kash, welcome. And just let's quickly go through the lineups then. It's the Colatta Chocolates with Shintu George coming in, Ranjit Mani, Hari Prashant, Mohammad Rizwan Sabir, Junaid Samsuddin, Gopa Kumar, Intizar Ali, Taimur Ali, Krishna Kumar Ramakrishnan, Zishan Bhatt, and the man of the match of their first win, Sham Ramesh. And for team number 2, Pacific Group, it's Jiju Janardhanan, Hamdan Tahir, Mujahid Amin, the captain, Ansh Tandon, Lakshman Manjrekar, Mudassar Ghulam, Abe Jotin, Mayank Chaudhary, Fayaz Ahmed, Adil Malik, and Akif Raja. Some strong lineups in front of us, Kes.
A very strong team. Good evening, Abdurrahman. We see 2 very good sides, 2 very strong teams in contention for the game this evening. It's going to be a cracker of a game.
Yeah, absolutely. Akif Raja will start off proceedings. Right arm quick. And first ball is a dot ball. This is the rapid fire X10, the shortest, fastest format of cricket. And every dot ball is like gold dust. Good start here from Akif Raja.
Yes, Abdurrahman, very good ball first up. Swung a little bit. He's getting a little bit of outswing.
Oh, he's bowled him. Well, that's one way to start proceedings for your team. Shintu George making his debut here in the fan court DCC X10. And that first ball was an idea of what Akif Raja wanted to do. This time landed it perfectly and takes out off stump.
A very good ball from Akif Raja. Abdul, you can see he's getting a little bit of shape, and we were talking a little bit earlier that it's going to be difficult for strikers to get some runs over here because of the nature of the pitch. Chintu walks back to the pavilion. Colatta Chocolates is 0 for 1.
New batsman walking in is Harry. Had a good day the first day, scored a couple of runs for the team. Walking in at number 3. And 0 for 1 are Colatta Chocolates. This is their third game in the fan code DCC X10. They've won one, they've lost one. So this is important for them to get another victory here. Because this tournament and its fixtures are going to come fast and furious, just like Akif Raja. Drives through covers. Good fielding in the end, got some hand on that. Ansh Tandon. Such a good fielder he is, Ansh. Good to see him in this Pacific Group side.
One of the youngsters in the side, a very good effort, saved 2 runs for his team. Harry is one of the technically correct batsmen. We've talked about this, Abdul. This pitch will probably favor or give you value for your shots as long as you play, you're technically correct in the way you play. Sloggers might find it difficult to actually adjust to the conditions of the pitch.
Akif Raja. Ball not bouncing as much. And yes, guys, we did have a quick look at the wicket just before the game started. It's the same pitch that was used for day 1. Did see some inconsistent bounce. But you're rightly saying that if you're technically correct, you're going to enjoy yourself. Sagar Kalyan's knock comes to mind. One of the better batsmen in terms of technique. And Ranjit Mani, well, we all know which part of ground he favors. Goes towards mid-wicket. And he's going to get the first boundary. Well, it's not very good looking, but the result is what matters. They get 4.
A good shot. I don't know if he was intending to play it towards that mid-wicket region, but gets 4 runs nonetheless.
Absolutely. He didn't try to go towards that offside. Was always aiming towards mid-wicket. Adil Malik chasing it down. He'll have a very big role in this game, Adil Malik. Tall leg spinner. Brings the ball in and takes it away from the right-hander. And gets some variable bounce as well. After that shot. Long on. Going deep. And the right call against Ranjit Mani. He's going to favor towards that mid-wicket. This time goes towards the offside. And it's Fayaz Ahmed who's cleaning it up. But they take a single. Eventful first over comes to an end. Colatta Chocolates 8 for 1. Well, the new bowler will be Jiju Janardhanan, known as Triple J. Bowls with the new ball and even opens the batting. And starts off with a good delivery. There could be a run out. Well, he's asking the question. And Kes, I'd like your opinion on this. He did run straight. But did he just come in front of Jiju before the throw? Smiles all around. They're good friends, Jiju and Ranjit.
Let's have a look at the replay, Abdul. Well, to be fair to the batsman, he was not looking at the ball. He was just focusing on his running. So I think it's fair. He was within his rights to stand his ground.
Yeah, absolutely. Very good point there by K.S. Farooq. The batsman didn't turn around to see where the ball was. Just kept running straight in the line. This time another chance for a run out, and he's missed it. They'll take one on the overthrow. Well, we saw 4 runouts for future mattress against this Colatta chocolate side. And it seems they've not learned that. Could have easily been 2 runouts and 2 deliveries. But they've survived so far. And just on that run-out opportunity of Ranjit Mani, he did run in a straight line. Didn't change direction. And didn't look back. That's why Jiju just pulled out of that obstructing appeal. Outside edge. Well, this is the T10 format. You're not going to see slip cordons. And it's gone past the wicketkeeper for 4.
He's Abdul. He's bowling out swingers, so I would expect that I don't know if he'd want to bowl with a third man and a long off. He's got a deep mid wicket, but with the out swingers, the realistic chance, unless he's bowling to Ranjit, is that he wouldn't get hit towards that end of the ground.
Yeah, absolutely agree with K.S. Farooq there. This time on the leg stump, tried to go for that flick over square leg, did not connect, just a leg by. And K.S. Farooq, who's captained about 1,000+ games, if not more, good thinking that when you're bowling those out swingers, that third man will play a key role. Some would even say it's a catching position, especially with the bats in use today. Thick outside edge usually goes flying down to third man. But for Ranjit Mani, I don't think they will use that fielder as an option. They'll go with long on and mid wicket as the 2 deep fielders. Oh, it's gone in the air, a long way. Going for a maximum. It didn't seem like it connected well enough. But Ranjit Mani, when he plays them on the leg side, they stay hit.
He top edged that towards square leg for a maximum. But when Ranjit Mani hits the ball, it stays hit. And with that, Colatta move on to 22.
Having lost a wicket, second delivery. This is a small recovery of sorts in this T10 format. Don't have a lot of time. Can't prevent a collapse. Just about capitalizing as much as you can in the power play. Not a bad start in the end by Colatta Chocolates. 22 for 1. One more delivery to come in the second over. Remember, if you're just joining us, the 3 overs of power play, 2 which are the traditional ones, the first and second over, and the third over is a roaming power play. Can be used between the third over and the 8th over. If it's not used, then the 9th over by default becomes a power play over. Again, dragging it towards leg side. Ranjit Mani will be very disappointed. But it's a single to end the over. 23 for 1 Colatta Chocolates at the end of 2.
Yeah. जी.
Bowler name Adil, jersey number 10. Copy, thank you. Select stump, yeah, right arm over, bowling change. Adil, 1-0.
Well, end of the power play. And on cue, it's Adil Malik. Quick delivery, beats him outside off stump. And if you're watching him right now for the first time and you think he looks a familiar face, it's because he's the younger brother of Pakistan legend Shoaib Malik.
A tall leg spinner. He's going to be expected to extract a little bit of bounce from this wicket. He seems to be bowling flatter and straighter towards, trying to target the stumps.
Yeah, he's one of those leggies that doesn't try to rip that ball. Just landed in the right place. The flipper and the googly are his favorite mode. Gets just a single. Good over so far. Just the one run off it. Ranjit Mani struggling against spin.
I think they've got a very smart ploy to Ranjit Abdul. They know he prefers the onside, so they're not bowling to his strengths. They're forcing him to fetch the ball from outside the off stump.
And not easy on these wickets here at the 7th Stadium. Hari plays it towards the offside. Again, just a single. These are big boundaries as well. You need to get a sweet connection if you want to get maximum runs. It's not easy to pull that ball from outside off stump and drag it over mid wicket or square leg. But if there's one man who can do it, it's Ranjit Mani.
That's played towards the sweeper, and they pinch a second. Very good running by Ranjit. He does not seem to have, lost his strength, considering he played 2 matches a couple of days back. That was very, very well run.
Yeah, they were a bit tired in that second game. He did mention that in the toss as well. Coming back for the second match was a bit tiring. It's a poor throw as well from the boundary. This time going towards the offside. Again, just a single. A brilliant over from Adil Malik. Only 5 runs off it, and Colatta Chocolates are 28 for 1 at the end of 3 overs. New bowler is Mudassar Ghulam. Right arm medium pace. He's a good all-rounder. Mudassir. Oh, he's gone with the scoop shot. Very good connection there by Ranjit Mani as well. And that's gone for a maximum.
Brilliant field awareness, Abdul. He knew fine leg was in the circle. He anticipated the length and just played it over the short fine leg's head for a boundary. Ranjit Mani is on the charge. And that's a boundary. The decision's been changed. The ball landed inside the circle, Abdul. So it's been changed to a boundary.
Yeah, good to see that. Just cross-checking with the third umpire. We have the facility here. The third umpire is there to check these and the runouts and the stumpings as well. Fan code DCC X10 providing us all vantage points of coverage. Goes for the Yorker this time. It's in the air. They're going to push hard. Ansh Tandon, the fielder. Oh, that's poor. A bit slow, Ansh Tandon, off the blocks. He's a quick fielder, but he'll be very disappointed they've taken two.
Very good running again from Colatta Chocolates. They're putting the fielders under pressure. They're scramping for every run because they know that every run matters in a T10. And we could see that Ansh was not very fast off the block, and that gives them the opportunity.
Well, again, going for that scoop shot. That ball was outside off stump. Trying to go over the keeper, and a slight fumble from Hamdan Tahir results in one by. They do have a lot of bowling options, guys. Mujahid Amin, the captain, left arm spinner. Lakshman Manjrekar, left arm spinner as well. So maybe we'll see Mudassir Ghulam bowling one and then just keep one right till the end and go with the spin attack.
And that's pulled away towards deep mid wicket for a single. They've got protection on the boundary. Abdul, it's a very smart ploy from the Pacific team in relation to how they're bowling to Ranjit. They know his strengths and they're trying to force him to manufacture shots. And it may result in an error in judgment. It could create an opportunity for them. But the ideas are right. The bowlers are operating with a plan. They're operating, in the right areas, not bowling to his strength areas.
Yeah, he's been forced to manufacture a couple of shots. Tried a couple of scoops. One he was able to execute. One missed out on. Again outside off stump. And Ranjit Mani is unable to get runs off it. Just the two. Good running between the wickets. But they're struggling to get those fours and sixes, and they'll need that, the Colatta Chocolates. This is a very strong Pacific Group batting lineup. They'll have to get at least 110, 115 on the board.
Ansh should have done a little bit better again, Abdul. He should be anticipating that this is a short format game and the batsmen are going to be scramping for every run.
Again goes wide outside off stump. The umpire calls it wide, rightly so. Good decision. Was always going over that white line, and Ranjit Mani didn't chase it. So 10 runs off this over. One more delivery to go. We've seen this so many times, Case, that last ball, that extra ball that you bowl, sometimes can cause a lot of damage.
That was an effort ball from Mudassir, but you know, he missed the line, resulting in a wide ball.
He's bowled him. That ball didn't get up at all. And that 7th delivery has gone in the favor of Pacific Group this time. Ranjit Mani again going towards that mid-wicket region, missing it completely. And Pacific Group have a big breakthrough now.
Smart bowling, Abdul, very smart bowling from Mudassir. The effort ball got a lot of bounce. He followed it up with one which he took, you know, it was an off-pace delivery, and it didn't bounce at all. At the end of the 4th over, Colatta are now in a little bit of trouble at 39 for 2.
But the new batsman in is the form man, Sham Ramesh. 39 for 2 in 4 overs. Adil Malik will continue. He will bowl out. And a good ploy. Just gave away 5 runs in that first over. Again targeting the pads. They're expecting that ball to stay low and trap the batsman in front. Hari's very lucky to get some part of the bat on it.
I was at the wicket before the game, Abdul. Fast bowlers who bend their backs will get a little bit of bounce, but in general there is a lot of inconsistency in the wicket. So the balls are keeping low, some will bounce up. Batsmen will need to be a little bit careful and not try and manufacture shots. They'll have to play proper cricketing shots to get some value off this wicket.
Well, that's good to hear. Not for you, of course, you're a batsman, but for me as a bowler, I don't mind that one bit. Sham Ramesh again goes towards that mid-wicket region, doesn't connect. Yeah, it's good fun for the viewers and the neutrals to see 120, 130 runs being scored. But for us poor bowlers, you want to see some wickets falling, batsmen struggling sometimes. Adil Malik cut and cut hard. He's trying to bowl too quick. And Hari Prashant gets a lot of bat on that, beats the infield and gets 4 runs.
That was a very well played shot from Hari. He's not bowling to his field per se, Abdul. He should be bowling it a little bit. He should be giving it a little bit of air with the field that he's got set.
Yeah, absolutely. No need to bowl that quicker delivery when you're troubling the batsman. There you can see that slower delivery off the wicket, not easy to get away. And if the batsman goes across the line and connects and gets a 4 or a 6, well done to him. But let him generate all the power.
Bowling round to you, Asman. 2 to come.
Another faster delivery, but missed his line, and Sham Ramesh pinches a single. 1 leg by, I believe.
interesting that to come around the wicket. Just got the inner half of the bat, I think. Still no signal from the umpires. We're assuming it's a run given. Now it's a leg by Kes Farooq. Well caught there. In the stumps this time. He's connected. Has he connected well enough? Yes, he has. It's Akif Raja, and he was a few meters inside. That would have been a chance for the fielder had he been right at the edge of the circle.
Akif, what were you doing? He was at least 5-6 feet in, if not more. He should have been at the boundary. At the end of the 5th over, Colatta Chocolates are 53 for 2. A change in the commentary box. We're going to be joined by Shoaib, and with him will be ex-UAE international player Adil Farooq.
Thank you, Kes and Abdul Rahman, and good evening, Adil. Welcome to the Combox. I'm sure you've made a lot of debuts in your career, but this one will be special.
I've done international commentary, IPL, PSL, and Pakistan tours and all that. But first time here for the T10, and it's nice to be here because I just played a game and they dragged me in to do a little bit of commentary, and that's fine. It's good to watch a game.
Good to have you with us, and I think it's a great game so far. Would you say it's in the balance?
I think, the bowling team has actually been clever enough to hold back the pace because the wicket is such. Every delivery that they've tried to bowl quicker has gone for a boundary, but the ones that they've held back the pace has not gone off the bat really well, so they've read the wicket well.
It's Jiju who's bowling his second over, gets that in-swinging delivery, fuller in length, nicely negotiated by Sham Ramesh, played it straight down the ground. And they will get a single. What do you think is a good total now for Colatta looking at the first 5 overs? Where do you think they'll end up? And what do you think will be a good score to defend?
I think anything in the region of 110, 115 should be, because the shorter the format, the more impact those single overs make. If you bowl a really good over of 2 wickets or something like that, or a good over where you can hit maybe 3 or 4 boundaries, it makes that it creates that impact. So I think maybe 115, 120 would be an amazing total.
Chipped it up in the air. Again, that movement in the air for Jiju Janardhan. We know he's got that ability to move the ball away from the right-hander. That was a full toss. Hari Prashant might just be a little disappointed not being able to clear that. But he's played well so far, 25 of 11.
Yeah, he has, and 11 balls faced and 25 runs. But beautiful thing about Jiju is, the way he approaches and his action, his whole, the position of his hand is really well. That's why he's swinging the ball.
Again, just a tad bit full, I feel, from Jiju. He's played that towards long on for a single. That ball, he's managed to get a few edges of the bat that have raced away towards the boundary for 4. But if he can get that length right, I think he'll be even more lethal.
Yeah, I think the idea is correct. He's bowling fuller. It's been harder to play the fuller deliveries because there's an amount of grass there, and because you're constantly playing on that wicket, it doesn't come onto the bat really well. Jiju comes in and bowls this one, slow one, appeal, but ambitious appeal there because it's way down the leg side, but clever bowling.
Yeah, he's bowled well so far. If you look at this over in particular, he's just given away 4 runs. I think that's a very good over in the context of the game. Yes, that was definitely going down leg, as you can see. So Jiju, he's managed to pull things back in Pacific Group's favour in this over. Hari Prashant on strike. 1 more ball to go in this over.
I think, this is a very crucial delivery now to finish off the over well. Again, a full toss. This one's played down the ground, straight down, and they have protection there. And this one, they've taken 2 for the delivery. That's a good over.
Absolutely. I think it's a very successful over for Pacific Group. 6 overs have been bowled, and Colatta Chocolates are 60 for 2. That's the 2 runs that they took on the last ball of the over. So yes, 59 in fact for the loss of 2 wickets after 6 overs.
Captain, power play. Power play. Power play.
So 6 overs, 60 for 2. Shyam Ramesh is the man on strike. And he will be facing the 7th over of the game. Adil with me in the com box. He mentioned that 110, 115, 120 would be a very good score to defend in the first inning. That's the field set for Akif, another player who's played for UAE, has represented the men in grey. This time he's bowled that outside off over the point fielder. Hasn't got a lot of power on that shot, just pure timing from Shyam Ramesh, but he'll still manage to get 2 runs.
I think didn't time it as well as he wanted. It probably because it was wide. It off the deck. It moved away. So I think he just to reach the ball, he put his bat in front. He was lucky that it didn't go higher because there were fielders there, but went over the head. But he's a good player as well, Hari and Shyam Ramesh, both of them. Akif, yes, he has represented the country, but way later than I finished playing for UAE in 2002, 2003, so a long time. I'm 49 years old now, man.
You definitely don't look your age, Adil. You will manage to keep yourself fit.
Yeah, cricket keeps you fit. I mean, I was just playing a game, as I said earlier, just playing a game here today, and you know that's what it is. It's just you have to have passion for the game. 62 for 2, 6.2 overs, so they're still there. One good over for them could get them past 100. That's what I feel.
Yeah, they have wickets in hand. I think that is key here. They've not lost a lot of wickets. They've got some depth in their batting. So if these two can accelerate right now, they might just get to that 115 mark. And that's a good delivery. The slower delivery, using his fingers over the ball and just beating the outside edge of the bat of Shyam Ramesh.
Length delivery, and he was expecting him to bowl quicker, and a good delivery to bowl to the left-hander because moved away from him. Anything as a batsman that moves away from you usually makes it difficult for you. This format T10 is more about power hitting and more about setting your base right, and when the bowler is about to come to the popping crease, you're just ready to for the more proper batsmen, it's a bit of a difficult, game to play. But yeah, again, Akif comes in, bowls this one, slow one. What a ball that was! Clean bowled.
Yes, that's another good delivery from Akif. Completely outsmarting Shyam Ramesh on that occasion. A fuller delivery, also a little slower. Just beaten for pace. Shyam Ramesh played it too early. And the sound of timber. He must be pleased with that delivery. Look at that. Nicely bowled on the off stump. And Shyam Ramesh will have to walk back.
What a ball that was, and it's such a pleasant sight to see as a pacer to knock the timber. Shyam Ramesh is out 9. He's got 4 of 9 deliveries. Colatta chocolates 62 for 3, 6.4 overs.
New man in for Colatta Chocolates is Junaid Shamsu. I think he's tailor-made for this role, for this format. Big hitter of the cricket ball, but hasn't delivered yet in the 2 matches that we saw him play earlier. But again, tonight is a different night, new game. He definitely comes with a reputation, Adil.
He does. Akif coming into bowl. This one is again Yorker and beautiful ball. Very lucky to. There was a misfield as well, and they come back comfortably for 2. Akif bowled Jaffer of a delivery. This one again, and that's first delivery to bowl to a new batsman. Perfect line, perfect length.
That's right. Welcomed him with that delivery in the block hole, and Fayaz at square leg has just completely misread, and I think there was an uneven bounce that just hit him on the wrist, and it does pain when it hits you in that area. I'm sure he's going to feel the pain going into next 2 days.
It is more painful when the weather's getting colder, man. Akif, 2 overs, 2 wickets for 12 runs. Last delivery of his second over, comes in and bowls. This one again, length delivery. This one's played down the ground, way high in the air, and there was no man there, so no man's land. They come back for 2, 64 for 3 in Colatta Chocolates, and that was a good over, Shoaib.
Yeah, I think a successful over again from Pacific Group. 7 overs, 66 for 3 is the score. So 4 bowlers used so far by Pacific Group. Akif Raja, the pick of the bowlers, 2 wickets for him in his 2 overs. He's completed his quota, gave away just 14 runs. Jiju also bowling 2, giving away 20. Adil Malik, 2 overs, 18. And now the new man, Mujahid Amin, bowling the 8th over of the game, a left-arm spinner, and also leading the side tonight for Pacific Group. He's come out to bowl the 8th and will probably bowl the 10th over as well. Now that is an interesting choice from Mujahid Amin.
It is, and you know, I think even yesterday, day before yesterday's game, we'll come back to that after this. This one is played down towards deep extra cover, and what a catch that is. He didn't expect that to go to the fielder.
That was timed too well for Hari Prashant's liking. He just wanted to chip it over extra cover, but finds the fielder instead. And what a start to this over from the skipper, Mujahid Amin. A wicket on the very first ball, and it's the danger man, Hari Prashant, who is walking back.
He didn't, I think he probably hit it a bit too well, you know, and it went straight to the fielder. So what I was saying is the game of 11 ace, well, Prashant is out, Hari Prashant, 28 of 14, Colatta Chocolate, 66 for 4, 7.1 overs. What I was saying, Shoaib, is I was watching that game, 11 ace versus, I think it was versus Colatta, and they used their spinners so well. Right at the top, I think they even started with 2 spinners. Yeah. So that's, you know, if you've read the wicket correctly, spinners make a big difference in this if you hold back the pace.
Absolutely, and especially now, since there's no dew, I think it's a good time for spinners to actually come in and bowl before the dew sets in. We will see a lot of dew in the coming matches. We saw that in the previous game as well, a couple of days back. That was the day 1 of this fan code DCC X10. Gopa Kumar is the new man in, a left-hander. Would like to call him as an all-rounder, has finished a few games for Colatta, coming down the order. So, interesting now. Left-handed bowler to a left-handed batter.
I think that's why they've sent him. In comes Mujahid. This one's outside off stump, played high in the air. Should be a catch there. And yes, it is. What a beautiful catch that is. First ball, he gets another wicket, Shoaib.
Back-to-back wickets. Ansh Tandon, well, we know he's a gun fielder, very agile, and he's made that long off, long on position his own. Takes a very difficult catch, and Mujahid Amin strikes twice. Consecutive deliveries, 2 wickets. This time it's Gopa Kumar who played it high up in the air, was in the air for a long, long time. And Ansh Tandon does really well and makes it look so easy. Well done.
Beautiful, beautiful bowling. You know, he's just holding back the pace, and that's what is damaging them. Colatta now, suddenly, Shoaib, 66 for 5, 7.2 overs. Gopa Kumar out on first ball for a duck. So this is now, it's spelling danger for them.
I think you're spot on with that observation, because at one moment in time we thought that they might just cross 105, 110. It looks very difficult, and it's been a good comeback from Pacific Group in the last few overs. Started with the over of Jiju, who made sure that he didn't give away a lot of runs, created that pressure, and then came Akif, who took a wicket, and now it's Mujahid Amin, who's just stealing the show away from everyone else. He's the highlight of the game so far, and he's on a hat-trick.
Exactly, he's on a hat-trick, and how beautiful would it be to see a hat-trick in T10. Mujahid comes in, bowls, this one is on the stumps, beautiful delivery, this moved away, but they take a quick single.
Mujahid has the knack of taking hat-tricks. I remember in one tournament he's taken 2 hat-tricks in the same tournament. So yes, he's always been amongst the wickets, and one of the finest left-arm spinners we have here. And as you rightly mentioned, the key here is the flight that he's giving and just pitching it at the right length.
Yeah, lack of patience. This next one is outside off stump, plays this down the ground. This should be 6. Hammered it. That's a 6.
Absolutely brilliant hitting from Junaid. That's what we know him for. This time just a tad bit fuller from Mujahid, and Junaid Shamsu said that is enough for me. On one knee and just plays it over the long on fielder. Adil Malik just watching that ball sail over his head for half a dozen.
Colatta 73 for 5, 7.4 overs. Mujahid comes in again round the wicket. This one is played down towards long gone, fielded by Malik, and they scamper through for a single.
Still a good over, Adil, right? 7 runs, 8 in fact, and 1 more ball to go.
Yeah, you know, he would back himself to get another wicket and last ball, and they would back to get a boundary here. Mohammad Rizwan is facing this one. Again, tossed up. Again, this one played down the ground. This is going away for another maximum.
I think Mr. Trick there, Mujahid, he was setting himself up, Mohammad Rizwan, for a big hit. Should have bowled a little fuller, maybe a block hole delivery, but misses his length, and Mohammad Rizwan Sabir capitalizes on that loose delivery, tonks it over long on, and it's gone the distance.
It was there to be hit, and you know, in T10's format, it is easier to hit those deliveries there. Colatta Chocolate suddenly, after losing 2 wickets, 80 for 5 in 8, they're still on par. Yeah, on track to get that 100, 115.
Yeah, we were just talking about that, Adil, that it's just a matter of one good over, one over where you get 15, 18 runs, and suddenly the momentum shifts in your favor. Meanwhile, another left-arm spinner comes into the attack, Lakshman Manjrekar. He'll be bowling the penultimate over, and I think the only over of the game. He won't get another, obviously. But I think it's a very important role that he's been given here.
Yeah, I think, you know, what they've seen is that Mujahid bowled a decent over. I mean, yes, he got hit for those 2 sixes because he probably got a little too greedy. This one, Junaid is facing. This one is played down the ground. Didn't hit it very, very well. Should come back for a second. Yes, they comfortably come back for a second. 82 for 5, 8.1 overs. So I think, Shoaib, they're favoring the spinners. Apart from those fuller deliveries that got hit for those boundaries, he actually bowled a good over, Mujahid.
Absolutely, I think he definitely did bowl. Not a lot of turn for the spinners, which we were obviously in agreement. There's not a lot of turn on this wicket. Just the arm ball getting into the right-hander. Junaid Shamsu plays it towards the mid-wicket. Will only be a single. That will bring Mohammad Rizwan Sabir on strike.
So he's mixing his pace here. You know, first delivery was a slow one, and which is a clever ploy on this wicket. Now he's bowling to Rizwan. This one is short, didn't bounce as much as Rizwan wanted it to. Played down towards long on. They again run through for a single.
Such a pressure situation, this one, for Lakshman, bowling his first over, the penultimate one, and he's got Junaid Shamsu on strike.
First and only over, as you mentioned, Shoaib.
That was in the slot. That's hit nicely, but straight to the fielder. And Ansh Tandon does not miss out on those. So that's the end of Junaid Shamsu, and a wicket for Lakshman Manjrekar. Yes, he celebrates that wicket because he knows that it's an important one.
And he also knows it's his only over that he bowls. You know, the thing is, he probably will look at the captain now and is like, dude, you should have given me another over, you know. But yeah, well bowled and very well caught, you know, because it's very important, Shoaib, for you to know your balance on the boundary ropes. 84 for 6, 8.4 overs, Colatta Chocolates. Junaid Shamsuddin just got out, 14 runs of 7 deliveries.
Next arm, right, left arm round, 2 to come.
Right, so the new man in Taimur Ali goes for a big heave towards the onside. First ball just kept a little bit low, and they'll only manage a single.
He just catches the ball from in between the batsman's feet. You know, there's no. This wicket does not have true bounce. We know that much. But if you're going to bowl length deliveries and hold the pace back, you're bound to get a couple of wickets. 85 for 6, 8.5. Lakshman bowling the last over. He's bowled well up to now. Last ball, and this one is beautifully bowled. Quicker delivery. Turns around, looks at his captain, and says, "Dude, you should have given me another over."
Yes, definitely putting out a statement and announcing himself, Lakshman Manjrekar, in that penultimate over. What a brilliant over this is, getting the wicket of Rizwan, and this is his stock ball. That is just crashing onto the middle stump. Immediate reaction, straight away looking towards his captain and saying thank you.
Also, you know, in the context of the game, it just gave away 5 runs in a very crucial over. That's you know, the 9th over, and Rizwan Sabir walks back to the pavilion. 8 runs off 4 deliveries. Colatta Chocolates 85 for 7 of 9 overs.
Mudassir now coming into the attack. 10 runs in his first over, bowling the last over of the game. Gets one on the pads. That's a poor delivery to be starting the over with. Easy pickings for Taimur. Plays it fine. And Adil here in the com box is not happy with that delivery.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you're bowling the last over, Shoaib, you've got to try and, even if you hold back the pace and all that, the way he was doing, this was just there for the picking, you know, because they will go for everything. So, I mean, it was a bad ball.
Why not the Yorkers, Adil? Why not the Yorkers? It's a time-tested formula, especially for fast bowlers. Try at least a Yorker, and if it doesn't work, then you might want to fall back on something else.
Easier said than done, you know, Shoaib, because they've got to work so much in the nets. Now, what happens with these? We'll come back after this delivery to that. Mudassir, this next one is slow delivery. That's the length we're talking about, and a very, very valuable dot ball. So what I was saying is, you know, as fast bowlers, there's these drills that you do for those Yorkers. Some of them, many of these guys, if you know, Colatta and everyone, they play, I think, about 4 or 5 games a week. So you don't have time to tweak those little bit of things, you know, those Yorkers and those length deliveries and all. Some of them do have net sessions, but if you're playing so much of cricket, you tend to think, okay, I don't need to have net sessions because it's 5 days a week, you know.
I think they can just try bowling that in the matches as well.
For sure.
Yeah.
You should try it. And, you know, Yorker length deliveries. This next one is again, it's there to be hit, but it's a skyer. It's in the air. Oh, catch is dropped, Shoaib.
Well, it's the man with the gloves, Hamdan Tahir. Normally, we know that he is exceptional behind the stumps, but this one went high and was there for a long, long time. Almost reached outer space and then came back, but should have been taken.
Yeah, it was almost, you know, then I think, you know, what it also is, there's a bit of wind there. So the ball's, you know, hurling around, and you've got to, also, when you're catching, whether you're a keeper or a fielder, body balance is so much important. Your head should be still and your body should be still. And, you know, these things happen. 91 for 7, 9.3 overs. Mudassir has, up to now, bowled 3 deliveries. Last 3 deliveries of the innings. He's given away 16 runs. 6 runs up to now in this over, Shoaib.
Colatta will look to get to that triple figure mark from here on. 3 deliveries, 9 runs. Definitely possible. Where does he go now? Yeah, another short delivery outside off. Just again rolling his fingers. This is smart bowling from Mudassir. Barring that first ball, I think he's bowled well in this. Oh, they're looking for the second. And I think he's short of his crease there, Taimur Ali.
I think Shoaib, they had to go for it. I mean, he's actually asking the umpire to go for a review. But yeah, now he has gone for a review, so they will review it. Though, you know, in the regulations it says that it's only up to the umpire if they want to take a review. 93 for 7, 9.4 overs, Colatta Chocolate. Mudassir bowled this one really well. I mean, as you said, rightly said, Shoaib, apart from the first delivery, the rest of them have all been slower off the pace. Probably the skipper or someone came to him and said, you know, don't bowl those faster deliveries because they're waiting for that. So, you know, they're just waiting for to see if it was a run out, and they have to go for runs now. That's why they went for 2, you know.
They need to get as many as possible. I completely agree. And second, that was another slow delivery. Just a poor collect from Hamdan. Here we go. Fayaz very casually keeping the ball in his hands and then realizing they're going for the second.
You know, I think what it is also Hamdan got an awkward bounce there, you know. And then, yes, they were casual. The non-striker, looking at, Fayaz being casual, went for it. I think he's, this we have to see from a side angle, because by the time he was slow, even the bowler was slow to hit the wicket.
Yeah, it's a close call. It's a close shave. I feel it's touch and go.
I think day before yesterday there was one where we saw that, you know, he's home. I think one of the commentators called it, I think Abdul it was. Then when with us frame by one frame he was out, wasn't he? And that's right. The beauty of it.
Absolutely. I think these are tough decisions for all the umpires. Sunij on your screen now waiting for the television umpire to give a call, but very, very tough. It's good that we are here in the comm box sitting in the air-conditioned room and not on the field giving these tough calls.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be there, because you know when it's a crunch time, and you know it's that moment of the game. I wouldn't even want to be the third umpire right now, because you know they still need to find that angle. You know, it's that last bit. Probably from this angle would be easier to see. You just need to see if the bat was grounded and it crossed over. I think they're probably going. Yeah, I think they've probably said not out because.
Yeah. Oh, in fact, it's out.
Oh, they did say it's out. Okay.
So it's out, and
we both surprised here.
Well, it's I think Taimur who'll have to walk back, and the new man is Krishna Kumar Ramakrishnan.
Shoaib, interesting rule now since 1st of October, where if you get out, the new batsman faces, right?
Yeah, that's right. When the catch is taken, and if you cross, even if you cross,
yeah, you still the new man. And that's a good thing. So,
I think it's fair.
These formats, fair for the bowler. Poor guy, you know, he's worked so hard for it. Again, Mudassir comes in and bowls the second last delivery. This one's played away towards deep mid wicket. They come through for. Oh, they've come back for 2 quick runs, Shoaib. Well run.
That was not a great throw. I think there were never 2 runs. That ball was hit straight to Abhay and just couldn't get the throw right. But these are important runs for Colatta Chocolates.
Oh, yes, they are, because they're inching close towards that triple figure mark. They would ideally want to finish it off with a 6, wouldn't they? Last delivery now. Mudassir's bowled a good over, except for, as you rightly said, the first delivery that was down the leg and quicker one. Now, Ramakrishnan facing Mudassir comes in. Last delivery. This one is on the off stump. It's cut away and he's caught. So that's a wicket.
Well, good over from Mudassir, and well-deserved wicket for Mudassir for his disciplined bowling. This time he gets it right. It was hit hard by Krishna Kumar, but straight to Fayaz at short third, and he does well to hold on to that catch. So a good ending for Pacific Group. I think the momentum will definitely be with them going into the second innings. They managed to restrict Colatta to 94 runs, which I think is something that Pacific Group will fancy to chase in the second innings.
Indeed. Anything below 100, you would fancy yourself having, Pacific is a good side as well. They've got some good batsmen as well. And the plus factor here, Shoaib, would be that they would be really happy restricting such a star-studded Colatta to below 100, 94 being that, 95 to win now. So that was a good bowling performance by them.
Absolutely. Colatta in their first game defended total around 95. So they will also feel that they can restrict Pacific Group and defend that total. This is the scorecard for Colatta Chocolates. Shinto George out for a duck. Ranjit scored 25 of 16, and Hari Prashant also contributed with the bat, 28 of 14. Another notable performance was Junaid, who scored 14 of 7. With the help of 5 extras, Colatta Chocolates have managed to reach 94. They could have gotten more, but that is what it is going to be.
Akif Raja, 2 overs, 14 runs for 2 wickets. Jiju Janardhan, 2 overs, 20 for no wicket. Adil Malik, 2 overs, 18 for no wicket again. Mudassir Ghulam, 2 overs, 19 for 2. Mujahid Amin, 1 over, 14 for 2. We were talking about him. Lakshman Manjrekar, 1 over. What a beautiful over that was, Shoaib. 1 over, 5 runs for 2 wickets to restrict them to 94 for 9.
Definitely, we'll want him to see bowl a lot more in the coming matches. Lakshman Manjrekar, he's handy with the ball and the bat. This is the highlights of the first innings. Yes, they started off well, but they just kept losing wickets. That was a good delivery from Jiju Janardhan, getting the edge of Hari Prashant. But other than that, not a lot of big hitting until this happened. They played this shot. That was a good shot on the ball of Mudassir. He came back strongly, getting that wicket of Ranjit Mani. Hari Prashant tried to accelerate and did get a few hits here and there. Sham Ramesh was clean bowled by Akif Raja. This was the over that changed the momentum for Pacific Group. Mujahid coming in to bowl the 8th over, getting 2 back-to-back wickets and making sure that Pacific Group get a grip on that first innings. Colatta were looking dangerous before that, but that over definitely changed the momentum. They hit a few sixes of Mujahid's over in the last 2 deliveries, but then came Lakshman Manjrekar bowling the penultimate over, just giving away 5 runs and taking that big wicket of Rizwan. Mudassir, apologies, did well after that first delivery. He came back strong in the end and made sure that Pacific Group need 95 runs, less than 100, to win in 10 overs at 9.5. We'll bring that run chase to you after a short break, so stay tuned.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the fan code DCC X10. We're live from the Sevens Cricket Stadium. It's game number 1 in day 2 today. Colatta Chocolates won the toss, elected to bat first, and managed 94 in their allotted 10 overs. Just the 5 extras and a good bowling performance from the Pacific group. It was Hari and Ranjit who scored a couple of 20s, and then Junaid, the only man with a double figure. And in the bowling, Akif Raja, Mujahid Amin, Mudassar Ghulam and Lakshman Manjrekar all picking up 2 wickets each. Adil Malik going for just 18 in his 2 overs. The economy rate of Akif Raja exceptional with the new ball. Bowled the 2 overs in the power play. Lakshman Manjrekar just as 1 solitary over for him, gave away 5 runs, picked up 2 wickets and derailed that batting performance from Colatta. Pacific group will need 95 runs to win in 10 overs to put up the 2 points on the board. Remember, Colatta Chocolates are playing their 3rd game. If they lose this, they will be in a bit of trouble in this group stage fixture. We're ready to start proceedings, and joining me in the comm box will be Kes Farooq. Kes, welcome. What are your thoughts then? 95, is that going to be enough?
Cricket is a funny game, Abdullah. It's below par for me considering what we've seen on day 1. But we've also seen that the bounce or the behavior of the wicket is a little bit unpredictable, specifically when medium pacers and pacers are bowling. So it's going to be an interesting run chase with the powerful Pacific Group batting lineup.
Yeah, absolutely. They did manage to defend 96 against probably an equivalent batting strength of future mattress. Pacific Group, well, they're a different challenge altogether. Not a lot of gun-ho batsmen. Some very technically correct players like Jiju Janardhan, Ansh Tandon, Fayaz Ahmed, Hamdan Tahir, Abhay Jotin. Watch out for that lad. We're ready to start proceedings. Is Hamdan Tahir, the southpaw, who will take strike. And another left-hander with the new ball, Zishan Butt. Here we go.
That's a good start to the over from Zishan. A little bit of shape, the ball moving away from Hamdan. You can see him signaling to his partner that the ball's keeping low. And that's where it's going to be a little bit difficult for the batsman to get the runs. It's going to be a tricky chase.
Well, Kais, I do have to ask you the question then. As a top order batsman yourself, when the wicket is staying low, even to the fast bowlers, how do you approach that? If you want to score 9-10 runs and over, if you want to score 4 or 5, yes, you can do that. Just play straight and get the singles and doubles. How do you score 10 runs and over when the ball is doing that?
You're going to have to bat out of your skin if you're technically correct, because again, the need of the hour in a T10 game is that you've got to swing from the first ball. Every dot ball adds pressure and increases the run rate. So it's a challenge, but again, if you're technically correct and you can manage the swing and get in touch or understand the behavior of the wicket, you'd be able to score runs.
Interesting insights there from Kes Farooq. Hamdan Tahir has used his feet, going straight down the ground. It's the safest place, straight behind the bowler. And that's a good looking shot from a talented batsman. He's only 19 years old, but he bats like a senior pro. That's a good shot.
A very, very interesting change in Hamdan's tactics. You see he came down the wicket to the pitch of the ball. He cut the swing, and that's the way, and he was able to generate the power behind his shot. So that's probably a very good ploy against a medium pacer with the ball not bouncing as much as it should.
Yeah, absolutely. Meet the ball slightly earlier. And you'll find the middle of the bat. An intelligent cricket there from Hamdan Tahir. Gets a maximum and then takes a single. Gets to the other end. Compose your thoughts, that adrenaline rush. Just calming it down a little bit. Again, Hamdan Tahir What a change we've seen in his gameplay. Started off as someone who was batting a bit slow, used to take his time, and then started opening batting with a certain Mohammad Wasim. And you gain confidence when you bat with people like that. He's been matching him shot for shot after that and enjoying himself.
So very good ball from Zishan, dot ball. You're right, Abdul. You know, Hamdan's grown leaps and bounds since the first time we saw him on the domestic circuit, and that's what opportunity and the you know, the ability to bat with some seasoned professionals like Wasim will do to your game, because you know you're going to have to match them shot for shot, and that's where we've seen Hamdan develop into a very good batsman over the last 3 years.
Absolutely. Lot of opportunities for these youngsters, especially to play broadcast cricket. This tournament being brought to you by the Dubai Cricket Council, and we know that this particular council has a liking to support the youngsters. Off the thigh pad this time. Will they push for two? Jiju Janardhanan makes his way back. Good running. The likes of Vrityar and Alishan Sharfu, Ronak Panoli. A lot of the youngsters currently playing for UAE under-19 and even the senior team have played their cricket for Dubai Cricket Council here in Dubai. We'll talk about that more after the over. 1 over done, Pacific Group, 9 for no loss.
Third man, left here. Number 26. Right arm round to you, batsman. Two leg? Yeah.
It's going to be Rizwan Sabir bowling the new ball. Goes down the leg side. And the keeper fumbling. Well, it's Hamdan Tahir who kept his eye on the ball. Usually you would say that he shouldn't be ball watching. This time he's done the good thing by keeping his eye on the ball, because Jiju Janardhan wanted that single.
Jiju's was in a hurry to get down to the other end. I think he chances himself against Rizwan, and that's a very good delivery. Again, inconsistency in bounce. We saw the first ball not bounce too much. The second one's just gone above waist height. So that's the challenge these batsmen are going to face, Abdul, with the inconsistency.
Yeah, I think it's also about the end from which you come into bowl. From this particular end, there seems to be a bit of grass on the batsman's side. So the ball does take off. This time going for the Yorker. Are they going for that quick single? And he makes it safely, Jiju Janardhanan. Well, just talking about the youngsters again, Kes, on the scene. We'll see a couple of them in the last game that's going to be played today. DCC Starlets versus VTech Volts. And I know a certain favorite of yours will be playing in that. Ronak Panoli, he's been in good touch.
Yeah, he's been exceptional over the last few games as we see the replay of the last ball. So yeah, Ronak, I remember a very interesting story. Ronak, I first had a look at Ronak when he had come for trials for the Dubai State under-16 team, and the moment I laid eyes on him in the net when he was batting and the power he was able to generate as a 15-year-old, I understood that he was going to be someone special.
Again, a wide outside off stump. This time it's Hamdan Tahir calling his senior partner, and Jiju says no. It's given it as a wide. No, it's a dot ball. Oh, interesting. I thought that was just above the wide line, but it's always there for just the guidance. Jiju did move a bit across his stumps. Kept low. Well, this wicket is playing games. Inconsistent bounce, as Kes Farooq mentioned. Just keeping the batsman honest.
I mean, we're observing that the balls that the bowlers are bending their backs, they're able to extract some bounce. But if they're bowling a normal straight-up delivery, it's behaving in a very, very different manner, and that's the challenge the batsmen are going to face.
Yeah, there you can see Rizwan did put in some effort in that delivery. It was just about shoulder height for Jiju. He does feel he's missed out on that. Very strong square on both sides of the wicket, Jiju Janardhanan. But a good over so far in the power play. Rizwan has only conceded 3. And Pacific Group, they don't want to go behind that run rate very quickly. We saw that with Future Mattress. As soon as that required rate is above 12, 13, you're just putting pressure on yourself as a batting side.
And that's pulled away towards deep mid-wicket by Hamdan. He didn't time it that well. I think it hit the lower half of the bat. Sham Ramesh fields it, and Hamdan is trying to pinch a third. And that's the end of the over. A good one from Rizwan. Pacific are 14 for none, my apologies, at the end of the second.
Well, Ranjit Mani is bringing out the big guns early. Gopa Kumar picked up 2 wickets yesterday. And he's one of those bowlers very difficult to get away. You don't want to play across the line to him.
Well done.
Jiju Janardhanan didn't go for that mid-wicket hoik, but did try a big shot. Didn't connect. Played a lot of cricket together, Gopa and Jiju. So they know each other really well. And Hamdan Tahir, the left-hander, he will be targeting that leg side boundary against the left arm spinner. Very interesting batting lineup for Pacific Group. They have a good mix of left-handers and right-handers. Abhay Jotin, Fayaz Ahmed, Ansh Tandon. A lot of batting to come. Dot ball. That's gold right there from Gopa Kumar.
And Hamdan's hoiked it towards long on for a single. Gopa's got protection there. Yeah, Gopa will have to emulate what Mujahid Amin did for Pacific Group in the first innings, Abdul. And we know he's more than capable of that. We saw that on the first day. So his spell will be crucial to how this match closes at the end for Colatta.
Yeah, absolutely. We might see a shuffle in the batting order as well. Maybe they'll send in Fayaz early. Two left-handers on strike with Gopa bowling. Again, Jiju goes across the line. This time gets a single. Singles, they will not mind. The Colatta Chocolates.
The pressure is piling up with every ball that does not go to the boundary, and you can see that in the batsman's execution of shots as well. They're trying to hit it with a lot of power. They're losing their shape, and that will need to be corrected, as soon as possible.
Down the track, Hamdan. Again, just a single. 4 runs of this over so far. You have to say Jiju Janardhanan will try for that big hit now. They need a boundary right here, otherwise that required run rate is going to go up to 12. Change of bats, maybe a change of luck for Jiju. He's struggling. 3 of just 7 deliveries for him.
Last ball of the over from Gopa, an over which has been brilliant to say the least. And that's hit straight towards long off. Did not carry to the fielder, but a brilliant over from Gopa nonetheless.
Yeah, it stayed still. Had to generate all the power. Jiju just couldn't get bat on that. 19 for no loss at the end of 3 overs. Pacific Group is struggling in the chase of 95 runs. That's the batting card. And as I said, Ansh Tandon, Lakshman Manjrekar, Fayaz Ahmed, 3 left-handers, and then Abhay Jotin, Mayank Chaudhary, beg your pardon, and Adil Malik, 3 right-handers. So good mix. But they might leave too much for them to do. The openers are still there, but only 19 runs in the first 3 overs.
Something's got to give in this over as Ranjit comes in to bowl himself. The captain's taken on the responsibility. Something's going to happen in this over, Abdullah. I have a strange feeling something is happening.
Yeah, I agree with you. Ranjit Mani. Short and wide, outside off stump. Kesh Farooq had called it. And Jiju Janardhanan finally gets a chance to free his arms and gets a boundary. Well, Ranjit Mani, not sure if this was the right decision. He could still come back in this over. But he's given him the loosener. Jiju was struggling. They do have quite a bit of bowling options, the Colatta Chocolates. This time going towards that leg side boundary, didn't connect. And Hamdan Tahir will be back on strike. He'll enjoy this. Hamdan likes batting against the medium pacers.
I think Ranjit, he's obviously had first use of the wicket. He would have recognized the fact that, the ball's been keeping low, the bounce is inconsistent, which is probably why he's come in to bowl. Just try to buy a wicket for his team. Pacific is under a little bit of pressure, considering the run rate they're at right now, because the run rate is climbing with every delivery. And that's a dot ball, very well bowled by Ranjit. Hamdan tries to charge the bowler but misses the delivery. And again, with every dot ball, the run rate, the required run rate is piling up, and a lot of pressure is on the batsman at this point in time.
Yeah, Hamdan Tahir using his feet, but lost his shape, as you said. Again, that time, getting the outside edge. Good fielding there by Zishan. Runs very hard to come by. The openers are still there. But after this over, only 6 more overs to go. And when you've packed the side with so many batsmen, it's a dilemma. Who do you send in next? What do you do at this stage as a batting side when the required run rate has gone up to 12s and 13s? He's bowled him. It was always on the cards. Kes Farooq had said in the beginning of the over, something is going to give. And it's Ranjit Mani, the captain, who's taken a wicket. It's a slower delivery. It didn't bounce as much as Triple J had expected. And he's taken top of middle.
A perfect execution from Ranjit as Jiju walks back to the pavilion, scoring 9 of 11 balls. And Pacific now in a world of bother at 25 for 1.
Well, new batsman walking in is one of the best left-handers in the UAE domestic circuit, Fayyaz Ahmed. He'll have a big role to play here. That required run rate is moving up. The pressure is now back on the Pacific group. They did well in the field, restricted Colatta to 95 runs. But you have to chase that down. Wide down the leg side. That will help. Hari Prashant having a tough day behind the stumps. Has had to save a lot of those wide balls from going to the boundary. And that awkward bounce right in front of him. Asking for that single and sent back Hamdan Tahir. Fayyaz is not happy. He wanted to get back on strike. Hamdan has said no. Slight miscommunication between the two. It was Hamdan who said no to him. In the end of over number 4, the score is 26 for 1. Well, new bowler is Intizar Ali. Clever off spinner. He didn't bowl a single over on day 1. And you can understand that. Didn't have a lot of left-handers to bowl to. I'm sure his eyes lit up when he saw 2 lefties on strike now. Dan Tahir goes straight down the ground. And just a single. Good start there from Intizar.
I think Ranjit's recognized the fact that the ball is now, it's gripping a little bit, it's keeping low, and with 2 left-handers at the crease and Intizar as a bowling option, this is a very, very good change.
He's bowled him. Fayyaz Ahmed under pressure. The required run rate in the 13s. No time to waste, and Fayyaz Ahmed has gone across the line. Beaten neck and crop. This is a big, big wicket. Intizar Ali strikes.
A big wicket. Fayyaz a lot on his shoulders, but he fails to deliver. He's gone without putting up a score, and Pacific Group are now in big trouble at 27 for 2.
A new batsman in, Abhay Jotin. He's a rare talent, Kes. I know you have an eye for good batsmen. And I'll tell you what, if this kid gets going, I'm sure you're going to be the first guy to sign him up.
He starts off with a hit towards long off for a single. I haven't seen a lot of him, Abdul. What can you tell me about him? I mean, we'll obviously have a look at him as the game progresses, but what do you know of him? You've seen a lot more of him than I have.
Well, I've seen him score a lot of 50s in the past few weeks. And he is, as you call it, a technically correct batsman. Across the line again, Hamdan Tahir. Could be a run-out chance here. Intizar Ali loves bowling against left-handers. And in the case of Abhay Jotin, as I was saying, he's one of those batsmen. If the ball is outside off stump, he can carve it over point, or he can go through cover on the same delivery. It's very difficult to bowl to a batsman like that. Charging down the track. Just a single. Well, that boundary, the last boundary came in the second over. And now we're already at the halfway stage. Pacific Group, 29 for 2.
This is an uphill battle, Abdul. It's going to be an uphill task. Oh, that's hit him straight. Oh, the umpire has not moved and they've pinched a leg by. It looked straight. Let's have a look at the replay, Abdul.
Well, the umpire, not sure if he's given it as leg buys. Lot of turn. Lot of turn for Intizar as well. Maybe, just maybe, slipping down the leg side. That could be the only thing that has saved Abhay Jotin. Abhay is looking at the umpire.
I think we saw Abhay walking back to the pavilion, but he's been lucky over here. You get a very good indication of how the keeper moves as well when the ball is bowled, and you did not see the keeper move an inch. I thought it was straight. I thought it was plumb, but Abhay survived.
Yeah, given his leg buys as well. Well, end of over number 5, 30 for 2. A lot of drama in this first game. Fan code DCC X10 is getting exciting. Oh, the ball doesn't. Oh, it's hit the helmet. It has hit the helmet. What a way to welcome Adil Farooq into the com box with 5 runs given to Pacific Group. Welcome, Adil.
Yeah, it's funny. See, the awkward bounce went under his feet, touched his gloves, and goes on to hit the helmet. They would be happy with those runs, mate.
Yeah, anyone will be happy with that. They've gotten 6, 5 off the helmet and 1 for the run. Just having a conversation there. They're asking for it. I don't think the umpire has spotted that.
Should have. And I think the batsmen are probably saying, keep missing. He should keep hitting the helmet.
Hari Prashant has had a torrid day behind the stumps.
Yeah, I think you're right. They probably haven't, seen it. Maybe the umpire didn't. And they're having that conversation. Probably going to have a look again.
Yeah, they do have the ability to go to the third umpire. I think the question here, Adil, is that they're asking, did they cross before the ball hit the helmet? Because in that case, it's 6 runs. Otherwise, it would be 5. I'm just thinking out loud here. The match referee hears me, he's going to give me a red card for sure.
I think you would want to be a fly near the umpire right now, wouldn't you?
Absolutely. There you can see missed it completely.
Okay, no. I think it's, I think it should be 5.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it'll be Abhay Jotin who gets back on strike again. Yes, normal service resumes. Abhay Jotin goes over point. Has it gone for a maximum? I think we'll go back to the third umpire. He's keeping very busy. No, the umpire has given it as 4.
1 bounce for 4. What a beautiful shot to play on the rise. He cracked it on the back foot. Some reprieve for them for getting that boundary. Pacific Group otherwise was struggling, Abdul.
They have been struggling to get runs. Not one bounce into the fence. 9 of the first 2 deliveries. Adil.
Could this be the turning point? Oh, he's clean bowled him off a delivery that was slower off the wicket. He rolled his fingers over it. 9 runs of the first 2 deliveries. Pacific Group has just lost a wicket, and I've just gained my partner back. Shoaib, welcome back, mate.
Thank you, Adil. Well, what a time to come into the com box. A wicket for Pacific Group. Colatta Chocolates will definitely feel that they've got some momentum in their favour right now. But again, just a matter of 1 over, isn't it? Abhay Jotin walking back, 5 of 4. Ranjit Mani, the skipper, strikes. Pacific Group are 39 for 3.
A bit of a comedy of errors. If you saw Shoaib when you were not commentating, that the ball hit the helmet and 5 runs were given, and then there was a boundary hit. So that was 9 runs of the first 2. Good comeback by the bowler to get that wicket. And I think we were speaking about these runs earlier, and I told you, they won't easily let you score those 90 odd runs.
Well, that's right. Top class bowling unit, this one. In fact, they've got all their bases covered, Colatta Chocolates. When it comes to their batting, they've got depth in their batting. They've got some good finishers at the bottom half of their playing 11. And then when you come to see their bowling, they've got quite a few bowlers who can actually exploit the conditions to their advantage. And as of now, that is what they're doing. Ranjit Mani, not express quick, just very consistent with his line and length. He is the one who might just get Colatta Chocolates back in the game.
I think the first 2 deliveries, the first one was a slower one. The keeper missed it. And this one is down the leg. There's an appeal for leg before going down leg, comfortably. They scampered through for a leg by, I think. But, the first delivery was a slower one. The keeper missed it, 5 runs. Second one, he tried to bowl it really quick, and he cracked it off the back foot. Third one, again, he bowled a slower one, rolled his fingers over the ball, and clean bowled him. That, if you see that ball, it sort of moved in, and that was a wicket. So 40 for 3, 5.3 overs. Still a very tall task.
This one's been played up in the air, does not have the distance, will land short of the fielder, Junaid Shamsu. So, yes, he's been given 5 penalty runs. But other than that, a boundary on the second ball. But last 3 deliveries, they've done well.
Yeah, they have. And, the thing is, the more singles or doubles you take, the more pressure will come on to Pacific Group. And when you have that much of pressure, you tend to try to play more with power and less with, panache.
Again, that slower delivery just pushed away towards point for a single. What do you think of the innings from Hamdan Tahir so far, Adil?
He's playing well. I mean, but, for a T10, run a ball, 100% strike rate doesn't cut it for me or anyone else for that matter. You preferably would want at least 170, 180 strike rate because it's T10. It's just, 60 balls that you're facing. So if you're eating that up, then nothing happens. So 1.5 overs Ranjit has bowled, or rather he's finished off his quota.
That's right. Over number 6 comes to an end. But if you look at the bowling, Zishan Butt was the pick of the bowlers for me. Left arm quickie, likes to bowl that hard length. Just give away 7 runs. Sabir giving up 5. So both these, in fact, just if you look at Mohammad Rizwan Sabir and Ranjit Mani, they come from the same mold where they don't use express pace, have a lot of variation in their arsenal, and that makes it difficult for batters.
Intezar bowled really well as well, 3 runs for that 1 wicket. It makes a big difference. And once again, the batsman is ready. Gopal comes in and bowls this one outside off stump. He's cut it towards third man. And another single. Shoaib, the singles will not hurt. Colatta will be very happy just to give away singles.
So true. Absolutely. I think they've done well so far, and it's always about how you can restrict the boundaries and the sixes, especially in the shortest format. If you can do that, if you've got bowlers who can restrict the batters and not bowl a lot of loose deliveries, they are always in the game.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear shortest format, and I hope there's never a shorter format than this, because it's like, come and just go home again. So
just come for the toss.
Yeah, just go home. And probably matches would eventually be decided on tosses. Gopan comes in second over, second delivery, comes in and bowls. This one is on the stumps, driven away towards extra cover. There is a cover there and well fielded. They're coming back for 2. The only thing that I think sometimes is missing is these fielders that are on the boundaries, Shoaib. Many times, if you see someone attacking the ball, he restricts the second run. Many times you'll seeing that, you know, it's just two and they're in a comfortable position. They're letting it be.
Yes, I think complacency has no room in the shortest format. One good over either side. We've seen that time and time again. It completely changes the complexion of the game. So yes, you have to be at your 200% every ball in those 60 deliveries.
Yeah, younger brother of Shoaib Malik, Adil Malik playing here. Wouldn't they want him to play like his elder brother, Shoaib?
Absolutely, I'm sure they will have some expectations, and that name itself brings a lot of responsibilities with you. He comes with a reputation.
This one's played again towards wider point, gully, if I may say so. Again for a single. Again, as I said, 1.4 overs, 10 runs. Gopan is given. He'd be happy with those figures, even if not taking a wicket, because the singles, I keep stressing that it's not the longer format of the game. Singles won't hurt you. They need boundaries desperately now.
Yes, the asking rate is increasing with every passing over.
This one's on the stumps. There's another appeal by Gopan. Umpire says nothing to it, boy. And they scamper through for a single. Pacific Group are, they're struggling right now. 47 for 3 in 48 for 3, 6.5 overs. Adil Malik batting on 4 of 4. And Hamdan Tahir, he needs to up his gear now. 19 of 20. He's gone below the 100 strike rate.
Now this time he's got that right from the meat of the bat. That's gone sailing and it's gone way past the boundary ropes. Definitely eligible for 8 runs, but he'll only get 6. A 6 to end the over. Some relief for Pacific Group. 7 overs gone, 54 for 3.
कितना चाहिए runs to win? 42. 46 in 3 overs. 46. श्याम रमेश जोइए 41 कैरी चाहिए हमने 46 बोला कितना चाहिए 41 to win 41.
So Hamdan Tahir now on strike, 19 of 20 deliveries. That can change maybe in this over as it's going to be Sham Ramesh. Now this is a risky move, Adil, I feel. We were just talking about this. A lot of pace on offer, and I think Hamdan Tahir will definitely like that.
Obviously, he would like the ball to come onto his bat. Again, you know, the question mark would be the awkward bounce that you're getting uneven at spots. But Hamdan, he is a good player. I've seen him play since he was a kid. But, you know, right now he needs to up his tempo. And again, yes, as you said, risky move because pace is in. But if he's clever, Shyam, he will mix it up.
Let's find out. Here we go. Ball number 1 of this over. Oh, that's on the stumps. Shuffling across Hamdan Tahir, trying to go big towards the onside. Sham Ramesh does well to keep bowling, targeting that stumps. And that is a very dismal way to get out. Shuffling across, getting out behind the legs.
Golden rule of cricket. You miss, I hit. And he bowled it on the stumps. Hit his pads as well on the way to the stumps, but good delivery first up, and he takes the wicket of Hamdan. Hamdan Tahir out for 19 of 21, bowled Shyam, and he just hit that one solitary 6. Strike rate 90.48, 54 for 4, 7.1 overs Pacific Group.
Could this be a blessing in disguise for Pacific Group? Yes, we know how great Hamdan Tahir is when it comes to opening the innings, but right now they've got Lakshman Manjrekar coming out to bat. Not a lot of time on his hands. He'll have to start hitting the ball right from ball number 1.
Yeah, well, his bat says play. So he's coming to play. But, you know, also one thing is about Pacific. They love to keep their left and right combination, don't they, Shoaib?
That's right. You're so true about that. Fair observation. You see that as soon as Hamdan Tahir is out, they've replaced him with another left-hander. So clearly the plans are in place, but these plans have to transform into results.
They don't look too happy in the dugout right now, but it can change. You know, this is a short format game. In comes, oh, he's just stuttered on his run-up. So Pacific Group, 54 for 4, 7.1 overs. Lakshman Manjrekar's come in, able batsman to get those runs. Adil Malik is on 10 of 5. Shyam, 1 over, 1 wicket he's taken. First ball of his spell, comes in and bowls. This one is on the stumps. Outside edge, thick outside edge, goes towards third man and they run through for a single.
Well, that could have been taken. You can see Hari Prashant not happy with that effort, not anticipating the ball. That is a big cardinal sin as a fielder. You need to expect the ball coming to you every ball and every time. But on that occasion, he was just a little laid back.
I think what it is, Shoaib, is what I said earlier. You know, when you're in comfortable position, you tend to sometimes become complacent, and that should not happen because it's not the end till the last. Yes, also with these bats, the edges fly. You need to go for it if it's a few feet away for you.
Slow delivery, rocked on the back foot, nicely played towards the cover. Will only be a single. Wouldn't mind that, Colatta, and they've done well to defend the total of 95 so far.
Wouldn't you be happy bowling yourself? If you're bowling that way and it's just singles, you'd be very, very happy with that because, you know, singles will not hurt you at all.
Absolutely. I think this has been a good over from Shyam so far. 3 deliveries bowled, just 2 runs conceded. Where does Lakshman Manjrekar go? Slower delivery. Wanted to play that straight downtown. Misses it. And that is the bounce that we were talking about. This time the ball just kept low because he bowled it with those fingers rolling across, not a lot of bounce.
I think he went across as well to play that. He should have gone straight down the ground and, you know, would have gotten a few runs from it.
Dot ball, coal dust, this for Colatta.
Anything that's, you know, singles, doubles or dot balls are platinum dust, if I may say so. In comes Shyam, bowls this one. This one is played down towards deep mid-wicket and it's going towards the boundary. Well cut off by the fielder. Good throw in, but they still, again, only run through for 2.
Yes, and I can see Hari Prashant, the wicketkeeper, is not happy with that effort as well. They don't want to give away those easy 2s. They want to keep that pressure lid on Pacific Group because, again, like we know, one good over anytime in the next few overs and it's going to be game changer.
I think the keeper also doesn't want to leave anything to chance because they've already lost 1 game. You know, it could be run rate later on as well. Pacific Group 58 for 4. Shyam bowls this one. Yorker led. Beautiful delivery. Falls over in the process. But clean bowls Lakshman Manjrekar. That is a valuable wicket once again.
Shyam Ramesh has definitely learned from his previous performance. In the game that they played the last time, he was wayward, but this time he just makes sure that the basics are right, gets on to that target, and Lakshman Manjrekar will have to walk back.
Lakshman Manjrekar leaves the ground. 3 runs of 4 deliveries. 58 for 5 at the end of 8 overs. Pacific Group, Shoaib, as you said, Yorkers, right? Yorkers make a big difference. Beautiful Yorker to bowl to a batsman.
That's so right. Yes, Yorkers can make a lot of difference. It's a time-tested formula. If everything fails, go back to your basics, get those Yorkers right.
I think more so in T10, more so they're very, very valuable because it's all about power hitting.
So true, so true. And right now they need a lot of power hitting, Pacific Group, if they want to get back into this game. 2 overs.
I think they need Chris Gale here now.
Yeah.
58 for 5 at the end of 8 overs. There's a bit of a conversation going on again by Adil and Mayank, who's a new batsman to come in, and there's field setting going on. I think it's 2 overs. They've got, you know, it's a very tall task, Shoaib.
It is. They'll have to bat really well out of their skins to get that total of 94 odd runs.
Would you call it an upset or wouldn't you?
No, I wouldn't. I
think Colatta is good enough as well. Anyway, I think when they lost yesterday, that was an upset per se. They lost to Ace 11, I think.
That's
11
right.
Ace,
11
right?
Ace, yes.
Yeah. So that was...
They won against a good side.
Yeah. And then the second game, they were a bit tired, I think.
Getting that in-swinging delivery, played high up in the air. That's cleared the fielder. The fielder was inside Ranjit Mani. So good shot from Adil Malik. Good start to the over, plays it just over the mid-off fielder. Smart batting, 4 runs.
Yeah, he saw that he's taken, because he swings the ball in, Zishan, and he saw that the fielder is in on mid-off, and there's no one marking the boundary there. He played it inside out, and that was a good shot to play, because that again puts pressure. First ball, if you get a boundary, it puts pressure on the bowler, because he's come back to bowl his second over. He's already now given away 11 runs. They need 33 runs off 11 balls. It's amazing, and anything can happen. One good over.
Yeah, they need boundaries on every delivery from here on. 3.3 runs every ball, so that is going to take some doing.
Or another couple of hits on the helmet.
Yeah, that's true. Good delivery on the stumps, just making room for himself, Adil, on that occasion. Oh, a direct hit. They're appealing for it.
They will go upstairs, I think they will. But also, again, this particular delivery, it was good delivery, but you didn't see intent from Adil to go after it.
Yeah, I think just didn't anticipate or expect the ball to come in, and wanted to manufacture a shot. We'll have to wait in the replay to see whether that has been given out or not. Here we go. Played it straight to point fielder. Krishna does well to throw it on the stumps, and I think that's out.
Yeah, I think, just like the last game where Kes and Abdul were commentating, and, we talked about that one frame, they slow it down. I think he'll be out by 3 or 4 inches, Shoaib. That is a good throw. Presence of mind as well.
And good field placement as well. Now, if you see, he's a left-handed fielder, so they've kept him at that point region specifically for this, and you can see he's well short of his crease. Easy decision for the television umpire, and Adil Malik, he'll have to definitely walk back.
You would expect that, Shoaib, of a player who's played, some caliber of cricket to get out like that, because, again, there's the body language of the batsman shows now. There was no intent. The way he played it, field placement, as you said, was really, really good. Adil Malik, as we said, he's played that caliber of cricket. You wouldn't expect that from someone like that, just taking it so casually. Only when the fielder had the ball in his hand and he was about to load to throw the ball, did he realize that the ball is going to be thrown at my end. 62 for 6, 8.2 overs. And as you said, every ball they need a boundary now. So.
Yeah, looks very, very difficult now, and especially with the bowling that Colatta have. Wouldn't be wrong to say that they've definitely got the game in their grasp.
We've got another couple of really nice games today, right?
Absolutely. VTAC playing 2 matches, one against DCC Starlet, so that is a game to look out for.
That is, yeah. Yeah, I've got a nice trivia for you about Starlet. Zishan coming into bowl, 3rd delivery. This one is outside off stump, played away towards deep extra cover. Good shot there. First off by Ansh Tandon, and that is a boundary.
Well, that's a good shot, very good shot. It is the floating power play that has been put into effect. So only 2 fielders are outside the circle, so a lot of opportunity for the batters to score runs if they can clear the infield.
Definitely, 66 for 6. So DCC Starlets was started by me, by the way, a long time ago, 93, 94. And I keep joking with my elder brother, Amin Farooq, that, one day I'm going to make a case and take the name back. So that's a bit of trivia for you. So a lot of kids from there, we used to have, the idea was to have UAE national and UAE bonds there, and a lot of them went on to play for UAE. Zishan, once again, 15 runs he's given, 1.3 overs, comes in, 29 off, 9 needed. He stutters in his run-up, gives us a little time and a breather. 66 for 6, 8.3 overs. Zishan, your bet. 9 deliveries, 29 needed. Doable.
Doable, yes, but improbable.
Intent is needed, right?
Especially in this over, they need at least for the next 3 deliveries, they need boundaries on all the 3 deliveries so that they can get to around 20 or 18 in the last over. If they can do that, they might just have a chance.
And you need a Virat Kohli on the other end.
And you need a Virat Kohli and a Haris Rauf bowling those deliveries.
Or a Nawaz. Sad loss, but, it was a good game. Yeah. Cricket was a winner that day.
Absolutely.
And I was so happy to see someone like Virat Kohli finishing it off for India.
It was long due.
A class player, legend. This one is a short delivery, clever delivery to bowl. Went over his head. He was looking a bit dejected at the umpire, but that's not his fault, boy. It's just gone over your body.
Again, I would question the intent here. He decided to duck on that delivery with 29 needed. You would want to go for a shot on that shorter delivery, at least try to hit it somewhere behind square, but he decides
Yeah,
to
I
duck.
mean, I think after, there's just, it's out of subconscious. He just went down, but he realized later he should have actually gone. That's why he was dejected. Mayank Chaudhary is batting. Zishan comes in and bowls. This one is again on the leg stump. This is played down towards deep, long gone, and that is a catch. Another wicket down, 66 for 7 Pacific Group.
Well, Mayank Chaudhary tried to go for the kill, instead has stepped on the landmine himself and will have to walk back. That's a good shot, but no distance, no elevation, and Shyam Ramesh was waiting for that catch. Easy as it gets, and Pacific Group now are in the Pacific. 66 for 7.
Mayank Chaudhary out for 4 of 3, just one boundary that he hit. 133 strike rate, so that's that. But he would have wanted to bat longer. I think they faltered somewhere down in the chase. They took it again, as I said, the body language and everything. It said after a couple of wickets were dropped, and hats off to Colatta. They've bowled really well.
Yes, I think they've really read the conditions well, Colatta. They've bowled according to the conditions. They've bowled it in the right areas. And that's why they are where they are right
I think also what it is if you're clever enough as a cricketer, Shoaib, if you bat it first, you would know what the wicket is like. And if you're, again, clever enough, you would know how to bowl on that. So the good thing is they've read the wicket correctly. They've batted, they posted 90 plus 94, 95 runs. And then they've come back and said, listen, don't bowl or pace all the way. Try and bowl variations. Though Zishan has bowled a couple of slower ones, but most of them bowlers have actually mixed it up. Zishan once again comes in, last delivery of his second over. Beautiful Yorker and delivery, moved in. Good to see fast bowlers bowling those Yorkers, Shoaib.
Yeah, I'm so happy to see that. We were discussing this in the first innings, and that was our primary question. Why are the bowlers not bowling Yorkers? But again, Colatta have done it really well. They've done their homework, and they are executing their plans to perfection. 9 overs, 67 for 7. One more over to go.
Well, last over, and it's a very, very tall task unless you have Yuvraj Singh batting there.
Or Karen Pollard.
Pollard, Yuvraj Singh, I would even go with, someone like Hardik Pandya. The power hitters. Oh, he's amazing. He's amazing. Some cricketers they come in late in their careers. Like, Misbah-ul Haq as well. He came in late in his career. Some players, when they come in, you're like, where were you earlier, man? But and these cricketers, watch those cricketers, and they're your icons and people that you follow. Mudassir Ghulam will face Shyam, who's bowled a fabulous first over. Comes in and bowls slower one. He's become clever as well. First over was pretty quick. This one's played down towards mid-off, and he's taken a single. Everyone's learning, aren't they?
Absolutely, and this is the beauty of the sport, isn't it? You need to keep adapting. You need to keep learning. You need to vary and change your plans according to the conditions, and that is what Colatta have done really well.
I think with cricket, obviously, with every day, the amount of sun or the amount of dew or the amount of water put on a wicket, and the grass or the cracks, every time you get to bat on a different wicket, per se, it would have a little bit of a difference. It's very, very important for you to understand, okay, today is my day, I'm middling everything, let me go for it. Otherwise, there are days that you have to battle it out and play sensibly. This one's on the off stump. Beautiful shot towards cover. And this is well fielded. It restricted him from taking 2. So Ansh has he's just opened his account.
Yes, Ansh Tandon, again, one of those very stylish left-handed players, always very pleasing to the eye. He's got the right technique, and just that just reminds you of Yuvraj Singh.
Yeah, but I think this is not his format.
I agree.
And players like these need longer formats. And now we have Mudassir Ghulam batting. He bowled really well, Mudassir. This one, Shyam bowls on the leg stump. That should be called a wide. Again, ball drops before. You see, Shoaib, there was no carry in this delivery. Again, almost hit the helmet.
That's true. I think that helmet needs to go off the ground. Hari Prashant, he's already given away 5 runs, so he wouldn't want to repeat that kind of performance. Now, if you look at Mudassir Ghulam and the way he's standing in his crease, reminds you of that tape ball cricket where you were always looking to heave it on the onside. Mudassir Ghulam, he's, like you mentioned, a good handy all-rounder.
Yeah, he is. But it's something that you really now have to hit a 6 of every ball, and these bowlers have been bowling fabulously well. Shyam again bowls a Yorker and only a single. So you know that, yes, you can, if the wicket bounce is even and it's a length ball or a half volley or a short ball, you can go after it. Because you see a lot of times, like we saw that kid who scored 80 odd runs, that 1-6 that he hit on the up, that was a fabulous 6 that I saw, because I was, I just reached home and I was watching it. Shyam coming in, bowls this one, slower one, beautiful delivery again, absolutely foxed the batsman. They've bowled so well, hats off to them.
Well, just waiting for formalities right now. 3 more deliveries, 24 runs, 8 runs on every delivery. In fact, 2 now after that dot ball. So, well done, Colatta Chocolates. I think it has been a clinical performance from Colatta. They ticked all the boxes and have been very, very effective in all 3 formats, all 3 departments, in fact, batting, bowling and fielding.
They have no doubt, and as long as they don't bowl any no balls and wides, this one, Shyam bowls outside off stump, saw the batsman coming, across his wicket, bowled it way outside. Batsman gently, Ansh Tandon plays it towards third man. Again, just the single. And that is a win. And I think a clinical, as you said, clinical win for them. Pacific Group, 73 for 7 of their allotted 10 overs.
In fact, 1 ball left.
Oh, is there? I beg your pardon. So probably 73 then.
Yeah, maybe.
Because they're only giving away singles. Mudassir should go for it now. Just 1 ball remaining.
It's just that he's not allowed that width or any ball which is on length. Shyam has only gone for the Yorkers. This one was on the length, misses it completely, and now it is Colatta Chocolates who have won this game convincingly and comfortably in the end. A comprehensive win. Look at that ball just outside off, and that is it. Colatta win the game and get those 2 points.
And what an amazing win, and well-deserved 2 points. Batted well, fielded well, bowled well, read the wicket correctly. I think Pacific Group misread the wicket, and the batsmen were not there, in terms of the shots and all, Shoaib. So I think all in all, a fabulous, fabulous win for Colatta. Congratulations to them.
Oh, yes, I think they played the 2 games already. This is their 3rd game, so they had a better idea of the conditions. But having said that, you still need to come out and perform and execute your plans, and that is what Colatta Chocolates have done.
And it was a pleasure commentating with you, Shoaib.
I'm
here only for 1 game.
We hope that you come soon and we get to hear you and share the combo.
You probably get to see me in the Division 2 tournament day after tomorrow. But yeah, well, I'll try. Inshallah, if they want me, I'll try and come back again. But it was such a pleasure, Shoaib. Thank you very much to all our viewers as well.
Thank you, Adil. Colatta Chocolates winning the game by 22 runs, and they've won 3 out of the 3 games that they've played. They've won 2 games, and I think that is a solid start for Colatta Chocolates in this fan code DCC X10. Pacific Group, in their chase of 94, they have faltered. Hamdan scoring 19 of 21, Jiju scoring 9 of 11, 15 from Adil Malik. But other than that, they just couldn't get the runs on the board. Extras, well, a lot of them, but they still, Colatta manages to restrict them to 72. Bowling, everyone did their bit. Zishan Butt, 2 overs 15 and a wicket. 2 wickets for Ranjit Mani, the captain, leading from the front against the strong Pacific Group, giving away just 14 runs and taking those 2 wickets. And with him, Shyam Ramesh was absolutely phenomenal in the death. 2 overs, 9 runs and 2 wickets for him as well. So that's the highlights of the game. Colatta Chocolates restricting Pacific Group, chasing a total of 94 runs, and it was all about Colatta bowling in that second innings. Yes, they got a few boundaries here and there, but the wickets just kept falling at regular intervals for Pacific Group. They just couldn't plan their run chase, and there were no partnerships as well. They got a few odd boundaries here and there, but other than that, it was always the bowlers of Colatta who did well in the second innings. That's the summary. Colatta Chocolates batting first, scoring 94 for the loss of 9 in their 10 overs. Hari Prashant scoring 28 and Ranjit Mani scoring 25. In reply, Pacific Group just couldn't get to their target in their allotted 10 overs. 72 was what they could manage. Hamdan Tahir scoring 19 of 21 and Adil Malik scoring 15. In bowlers, Shyam did well and so did Ranjit Mani with the ball and with the bat. 2 wickets for Ranjit Mani with the ball. Colatta Chocolates winning the game by 22 runs.
Mic test 1 2. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the post-match presentation for game number 1 here at day 2 of the Fan Code Dubai Cricket Council X10. It's an exciting encounter between Pacific Group and Colatta Chocolates. Some notable performances by Hari Prashant and Lakshman Manjrekar. But the man of the match of this crucial encounter goes to the captain, Mr. Ranjit Mani of Colatta Chocolates. I've got Shitu Sam here to give away the award. और रंजित, आज तो कोई कंफ्यूजन नहीं था टू बैट फर्स्ट, मगर आप लोगों को समझ आ गया अब कंडीशंस कैसे यूज करना है.
हाँ वही है, हम लोग फर्स्ट मैच हमारा फर्स्ट मैच में कंफ्यूजन था बैटिंग और चेसिंग करना है. फिर आज का फर्स्ट मैच के बाद हमको प्लान तो मालूम पड़ा ये विकेट पे 90 100 तो बेस्ट स्कोर है.
कल का जो सेकंड गेम था उसमें आपने इतनी बॉलिंग नहीं की, तो आज क्या सोच के आए थे कि आज करना है बॉलिंग, थोड़ा सा एफर्ट डालना है?
कुछ नहीं, मेरा बॉलिंग पार्ट बहुत इफेक्टिव है इसमें. इस विकेट में बहुत रुक के आ रहे विकेट में, स्लोवर्स एंड कटर्स बहुत अच्छा है, इसलिए मैं आज आके किया.
तो आपके अलावा हरि प्रशांत का नॉक 24 रन्स बहुत क्रूशल थे इस इनिंग्स के अंदर.
या बहुत अच्छा स्टार्टिंग किया हरि प्रशांत ऑल्सो. ये पहले मैच भी बहुत अच्छा बैटिंग कर रहे हरि प्रशांत. हमारा टीम भी बहुत अच्छा बॉलिंग पार्ट बहुत शीशान श्याम इंदसर अली गोपा कुमार एवरीवन इज बॉलिंग बहुत अच्छा कर रहे हैं.
चलिए जी, विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट, 2 wins, all the best in the next tournament. Well, there you have it, Ranjit Mani, the captain, leading from the front, the man of the match of this game. And we'll be taking a short break and we'll be back for game number 2. Stay tuned.